Are you ready for today's episode? I'm ready. That'd be a good Halloween costume.
Feeling crabby? Garage sale, antique sale, and the word largest. So
those are all good things.
That's got to be good, right?
We are headed out thrifting and we are taking you on to the grand Goodwill tour of Vancouver, Washington.
First stop, I guess technically it's not Vancouver, it's in Battleground, but it's in the area. It's in Quadrant 2, Sector 5, Region 2. Oh, Dave Peterson.
It's been a while since you've had a fish platter comment. I've kind of missed them. Is this for a hamburger? You can steam your hamburger bun in it.
I guess.
$1.99.
It's like you microwave it. I think you...
Oh, maybe. I never really look at all the plastics in this aisle. I'm sure there's some cool stuff we miss.
And you get some
little
old
burger smasher.
And some Tupperware. New Tupperware. I
used to love when the Tupperware person would come over.
I saw at the store the other day, they had a whole Tupperware set and it looked like old Tupperware.
Really?
From the 70s, yeah.
Where at?
Costco.
Oh, so it was new. Maybe
Yeah.
they're bringing back a lot of the old ones.
Yeah, throwback.
Scrap, $2.99. That's got a cute little shape on it. I like the two-tone too with the gray and the white. If you ever need a creamer or a sugar dish, go to Goodwill. We have so many of them, always. Every Goodwill. I like this one. It's restaurant wear. I'm always drawn to restaurant wear.
Remember those old diner mugs we used to have?
Yes,
They were
I
like
do.
from Denny's or something.
And you can only fit like 3 ounces of
Yeah, they
coffee
were
in them,
pretty
but we
small.
loved them and
Yeah.
we'd fill them up like 6 times. Here's these in white, signed France. I have a set of the black ones. I have the plates. How much were these? 99 cents. That's not bad. Our color off today is yellow for half off. We're kind of on the fence on these. I do love them and I don't find the white ones anywhere near as often as the black. I think I want to say I sold my set of 4 black ones for $30. They're not incredibly valuable, but they are beautiful, good quality, and it's only $4 for the set. I think we should do it. We're going to at least put them in the cart, keep looking at the store. I'm leaning towards yes.
Well, it's $4 for all of them, right? If we sell them
Yes.
for 30, we're gonna make 25 bucks.
Yeah, $25, and maybe somebody is missing 4 out of their set and they need more. Is it candle? Yes, it is. I can see the wick.
Oh, I thought it was a radio. That's kind of funny though, huh?
It is kind of
It's
funny.
like an old radio candle.
It's missing one of the wicks though, so
I know.
they pulled out.
Oh, it's actually like
Magnolia, it's new.
it's new. Huh.
You can use it as a server.
Is this like you put a candle on it?
and walk around with it. It could be kind of cool if this was cleaned up and you could actually use it as a little charcuterie board and put crackers and cheeses down it.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you think of these warming trays?
Oh,
Because they're new and they're nice and I don't have to worry about it being vintage.
the wiring.
I don't know. Maybe not. Light therapy thing?
Is that what this is? A red light therapy thing? $24.99. Oh yeah, you're right. You never know what you're gonna find.
You gotta try it on.
Well, I mean, yes. That'd be a good Halloween costume. You'd be like a wellness person.
Yeah. Why are you guys running? I'm just getting some wellness done, some self-care.
Got nice full shelves here.
These are more full than the last place.
By far. I don't even know if I filmed the home decor small shelf there because there was just a few things on it, mostly clear glass. That's pretty. $2.99. That's all hand painted. Either Italian, maybe Spanish. Let's get that. That's beautiful. It's a magnolia wall mounting shelf. It looks like maybe for a bathroom, but the corner's broken.
Might have fallen off the wall. It sits from a mold, right?
Yeah.
Look at this. It's kind of weird. I don't know if you can get it in the camera, but there's weird,
I see what you're saying. You can
mold
see
lines.
the press line.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It looks like how a plastic plate would look if it was molded, but it's not plastic. It's glass. It's weird.
Lots of stuff on the shelves, but none of it's really vintage. So I Google Lensed it, and guess where this is from?
Georgia?
Nope.
Nebraska.
Somewhere I just recently was.
Nebraska. Arizona.
India. It's from Jaipur, India, which is crazy because I actually did not see any of this pottery in Jaipur. But now I'm on a mission to find out more about it. We're checking out, what's your name?
Anna.
We're checking out Anna's cart. Oh yeah, that is very cool. Nice finds. This isn't vintage, or at least it's not terribly old, but I'm going to use this for our outdoor space to have a candle burning in it. And I'll be able to actually hang it too, so I could have it sitting down on the table or hung. And it's only $4.99.
That's cool.
Yeah, this is a cool vintage lampshade. I wonder what lamp this would have originally gone to over there. Maybe one of those big cream ones right there.
I like this basketball player.
Oh, that's actually pretty
Decanter.
cool. What teams are those?
They're just generic players. They're no team specifically.
Assistance to the showcase, please.
Problem is, it
Assistance
probably would
to
have
the
had a
showcase,
basketball on
please.
top of that court,
Oh, that would have been cool.
and it doesn't.
We didn't walk out completely empty-handed, just got this. It's not vintage, but I thought it would be great for entertaining in the backyard in the summertime. We were just plotting our plans for this summer. Sometimes we do a series on this channel, and we just came up with a really good one. We're not telling you anything about it other than that Goodwill will probably be involved. I'm already excited for summer now.
Maybe Goodwill might be involved. There also might be animals. Maybe a hot air balloon.
No, I'm scared of hot air balloons. Do you remember what happened last time I went in a hot air balloon?
We're gonna visit every Goodwill via hot air balloon.
This is a fun vintage couch, $150. I love the tag. It says retro couch. Whoa, dude. I almost said that when I walked up to it.
Whoa, dude.
I was almost like,
You say that a
whoa,
lot.
dude. I do say dude a lot. Nice hourglass. I was checking out the teak bowl here. $80. Whew.
Have I said this before? Every time I see an hourglass, I think of my mom because she used to watch Days of Our Lives all the time when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And an hourglass just reminds me of Days of Our Lives, the soap opera.
Trying to see if this was a birdhouse or just a clock with parts missing. It says home and garden. Nope, just a clock with the parts missing. I thought maybe somebody tried to make a clock that looked like it, but it was a birdhouse. Doesn't that look like the perfect little hole for a bird?
It's like a cuckoo clock that turns into a bird. A real bird comes out.
Turns into a bird? You can take your pick. You got fish platters everywhere. What's that one?
Crabby. Feeling crabby?
Oh wow, I was not expecting that. What is it?
I don't know.
Wait, is it
like
an animal?
A trinket? I don't know. I can't tell what it is. I don't think it is anything.
Does it go that way?
I think it's just an abstract design.
I feel like I just want to know what it is.
Our hashtag shelves, we've gotten these before.
Yeah, we have. They were a little bit thicker. We marketed them as hashtag shelves.
Yeah.
They actually, I think, are supposed to have something hanging from them and be a base for a planter, but I like using them as little trinket shelves too. $7.99. Can't quite see what the name is on the back. Toothpick holder.
Put little hors d'oeuvres on the seahorse.
Doesn't really fit most, I don't know, entertaining things, I guess.
Well, have you ever had a under the sea party?
I have not. Maybe I need a seafood party. That'd be perfect. I think I am going to get this cutting board. They use some really beautiful pieces of wood to make it. It's really well made. It's $8. I don't know what that says. Does that say like garage?
Garage dwellers.
Okay, garage dwellers. Speaking of Tupperware, we had this exact set, but in green, in the olive green.
Oh, yeah.
Made in the USA, $4.99. I have no idea the value on Tupperware. It's one of those things like Pyrex for me. I don't do it, so I don't have any clue.
I'm sure there's certain patterns or something that are more valuable than others.
For sure.
Right?
For
Just like
sure.
Pyrex, like you said.
Yeah. Anchor hawking, Fire King. One item, but we didn't strike out completely. And it's a beautiful cutting board, and it's made by Garage Dwellers, which we looked up, and it turns out they have a YouTube channel. I might have to go down the rabbit hole and learn a little bit more about this company and who makes these.
Next stop is Goodwill in Fisher's Landing. Is that one of those dome things?
Yeah, but it's actually kind of rough. There's some little weird things going on. It looks like somebody tried to carve it out by hand. This glass was made on the Oregon coast. There's a set of really pretty hand-painted Red Wing plates. They're $7.99 though. I don't think the value is there. But they are very beautiful. That would be about, what, $35 for the whole set. Mikasa Bluebell, $4.99. That's actually probably worth at least $25 to $30.
It's in pretty good shape.
It is in good shape. We're not doing very good on stuff. Let's go for it. It is pretty.
There's like a $25 margin there.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm going to do a little table setting with my candle thing I got too. That'll be really pretty for it.
Check out this boombox.
Oh, that looks heavy.
Yeah, see, you'd put it on your shoulder and then you'd walk down the block back in the day. It is heavy, actually.
It looks
I'm
like
a little
it is.
surprised.
How much is it?
$20.
$19.99. Where are we headed to next? We got one more stop today, right?
One more. Washougal. Washougal usually comes through.
Come on, Washougal. Come on, Washougal.
Send it out. Send it over the...
Give us all the thrift stuff.
An old nursery rhyme. There was a woman who lived in a shoe, right?
That is the shoe she lived in. Yep, that's definitely a little house. This is cute. You know what? Oh my gosh. Do you know what this looks like it needs to go with? Your grandma's little gnomes.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't that look like a gnome house?
You can go here. This thing. I don't know what you were thinking there. There you go.
Those are pretty darn cute. A home for the gnomes. This is going to be on the bottom of this one. Oh, Mockingbird pottery. $6.99. $3.99. That's a cute little Mexican pot. It's got a pretty big crack in it though. I like the colors on it. Very good color combination. Look at this bookend. $4.99. Kind of adorable if you had a vintage kids room. $2.99.
Good for like a little set.
Yeah, you could almost put sake in it. I think I like it. It's a good one for mixing and matching because it's neutral, but it has some pattern to it. We have a winner. Whoa! Ooh, what is that? Oh my gosh, did we finally find something awesome today? We sure did.
$80.
No, it can't be. Is it almost 80?
It's half of that.
No way, that's $40. No way. Goodwill.
Came out yesterday.
Oh man.
It's heavy actually.
Here are the mugs that match our white made in France set. These are $1.99 each. There's quite a few of them. Not our best day out thrifting ever, but I mean, look at this cute little vase. We are actually headed to a pop-up event tomorrow morning. So we're gonna head home, get a good night's sleep. So we're ready for early bird picking tomorrow morning.
I think we gotta leave at like 6 in the morning or something.
We do, we have to go to Salem.
Thanks for hanging out with us today. We didn't find a lot of stuff, but there's always tomorrow.
Good morning, everyone. We are headed to an event that we have never shopped before, but we've heard from some friends that it should have over 100 vendors at this event.
We're going to Oregon's largest garage and antique sale. Garage sale, antique sale, and the word largest. So
those are all good things.
That's gotta be good, right?
We got our Hulken bag. We're ready to rock and roll here. It opens in 10 minutes. There's a line already going. Our friends Brian and Heather are already here. We're excited. This is gonna be fun.
Front.
Look how close Brian is to the front.
But we
Crushing
just
it
wanted
up
to wait
there.
in line.
Hey,
Hey.
thanks for waiting for me. So I was recently asked what my strategy was today, and I said to have a good time and have fun. And then just as the owner was opening the doors, he said, all right, everybody, all you got to do is have fun. I was like, we're on the same page today. That's a very nice vintage lamp, $125. I really like the lampshade. That's kind of interesting how it's layered like that. Pretty cool. $95. Beautiful yellow Catherine home bowl. This is $125 on that side, but $95. How did they know? This is fun. Oh my gosh,
45.
I didn't expect that. I thought it was for a cake.
A little small.
45s.
Yeah.
Disc cakes.
So you can take your 45s with you to your
Yep.
friend's house.
Yep.
You can play them all night long.
That's what we used to do back in the day.
How much is this one?
$10.
Okay, awesome. I'll take that. Thank you. $7 for the
Wow.
pair of salt and pepper
That's
shaker
pretty cool.
birds. So cute.
Okay.
And they even have the original little stoppers in them. Adorable. Japanese stoneware. And I love the little flowers on them. These are so pretty. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and get the set. You know, I love things woven in wicker. I like this little rustic stool. It's kind of a cool shape on it. How it's not just a rectangle. $35. These are so precious. They're $10. I think I'm gonna get those two. This one's actually pretty cute too with the castle. And then this is a beautiful garden. The windmill. Should I get them all? Thank you so much. You too. Good luck today. Okay, we have to do show and tell because Jesse and I were just buying things at the same time from different booths.
I got a jersey.
Who is it?
Damon Stoudemire.
Oh, Stoudemire. Awesome.
For the Raptors.
And I got a beautiful set of Danish jewelry. It's sterling silver. It's a brooch, 2 earrings, and a beautiful Native American Zuni pendant cross necklace with little turquoise stones. They're so beautiful. If I still collected Crater Lake paintings, I'd be getting this one. That is so beautiful. An original painting on canvas. It doesn't look like there's pricing. It just says make an offer. It's like it's gonna crawl right at you.
It's coming right for you.
No. This set is really interesting. Even the shot glasses go down into it. I wonder if someone custom made it. 1940s, $125. I've never seen the pugs before. Look at that, $59 for both. Is that a good price? I think it probably is. You were just saying you wanted baseball cards.
Yeah, but I need unopened.
I wish I had the big bowl that it belongs to.
So is it a big soup bowl and then these are the soup dishes?
It's actually, I think it's a punch set.
Oh, okay.
Potosi, it'll
Yeah.
Yeah, we love
There's
Potosi.
an orange one, orange version.
Uh-huh.
Too. And they have the big bowl, and I think there's 6 or 12 of the little bowls.
That go as a set.
Yeah.
That would be
Yeah, the big
incredible
bowl
to
is
find
like
the whole thing.
$4,000, but once in a while I see it, I was like, oh my god.
This is cool. Vintage dice lamp. It's glass.
That's cool.
That's really cool.
But it's weird. It just like sits on the bulb.
Yeah. But maybe you can get a little bulb, you know, like a little shorty, and then it would look a little better maybe.
Yeah.
You'd see mostly just the silver.
Is this handmade? Did someone make this?
I don't know, but I really
Some
like
other
it.
piece?
It's very cool. It says half off everything. If that's half off, we should definitely do it.
Does that count as everything?
To me it does. Let's ask the vendor.
Yeah, that's cool.
$47.50. $8 for this set
Woke
of the
up
3
and-
scoops. You can get that. There's some other mixed metal, copper, and brass ones. And really good pricing
Oh.
here. I love this. I'm gonna get that. I want to thank Squarespace for sponsoring today's video.
Squarespace is an all-in-one platform for building your brand and growing your business online. And you can easily make your website stand out and be beautiful by using one of their many customizable templates. I have been selling my vintage finds on my Squarespace website for over 9 years now. And with this new year, I'm thinking it's time for a website refresh. So I've been having fun going through all of their templates and getting ideas, trying to decide what I want to do with my website for this new year. Change can be a good thing, and it's important to keep your content and your website looking fresh. And Squarespace makes it so easy with everything you need right here in one location. Not only will your website be beautiful and easy to build out the way you want it, it will help you engage with your audience, sell anything you want, your products, your content, what you create, and even your time. Squarespace makes it easy to connect to your other social media accounts. You can set it up so that you automatically display posts from your other social media profiles, and you can automatically push website content to your favorite social media channels so your followers can share it too.
Head to squarespace.com to start your free trial today, and when you are ready to launch your own website, head to squarespace.com/leftcoast to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. A huge thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. I have some exciting announcements for you. So we have just shared on our website, leftcoastrevivals.com, what our plans are for our Australia and New Zealand meetups. When this video goes live, we will actually be in Australia getting ready for our meetup on Sunday. We are so excited for this trip. This has been something we've both dreamed about since we were kids, and it's finally happening. And of course, you know it. We are going to take you along with us virtually on this trip. We have a packed itinerary visiting thrift stores, which they call op shops. And we're also going to be going to flea markets and antique malls. We're going to be looking for secondhand treasures absolutely everywhere, along with diving into the culture, the history, and the nature. It's going to be amazing. We're so excited to take you along with us. So if you are from Australia or New Zealand, or maybe you just happen to be traveling to these cities when we are there, we've just dropped all the details on our website, and we're going to be sending out even more details in our free newsletter here very soon. If you are not subscribed to our newsletter, you can do that on our website at leftcoastrevivals.com/newsletter. That is where we will give you the updates on our upcoming vintage drops, and of course, all the information on what you need to know to meet up with us in Australia and New Zealand. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. We might not have found a ton of stuff at Goodwills, but we did pick up some pieces I'm very excited about having. That's the thing with thrifting. You have to go often. You just never know when you're going to find those items. We just got done filming next week's episode. You are going to lose your mind when you see what we find at the very first Goodwill stop. I can't wait to share that episode with you. Make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel, because we've been told from a lot of people that you are not seeing our new videos as we're posting them. So make sure you're subscribed and you turn on your notifications, because that is how we will show up in your algorithm. So while we didn't find a ton of items at Goodwill on our day out, we scored some really amazing things at the vintage market. This was my very first buy, and it was actually my favorite and probably the most valuable. This is an antique cast iron German candle holder, and I found quite a few of these listed online for several $100s, but you know, you can't always go off of listing prices. So I usually use those as part of the story, and I try to do a little bit more digging on websites like eBay and seeing if I can find any sold comps, which you can't always do. There's not always an exact match to what you have, but I was able to find this exact candle holder sold for over $110 multiple times. I only paid $10 for it. I think it's so beautiful, and I don't actually know if I'm going to be able to sell this one. I love it so much. I have these candles with the black and white stripes on them. These are from Target, and I'll see if I can find them and link them in the description. But aren't they gonna look fabulous? I'm so excited to style this up. We did find this great little cutting board. It's all handmade, and it turns out that the maker actually has a YouTube channel. One of the things I like about this one is that it has these little slots here for your hands, so you can actually pick it up easily without having to kind of grab it by the sides. That also makes it great for carrying if you end up serving something on this. I'm actually planning on keeping this and using this in our home. We have a wide variety of vintage and new cutting boards that all kind of mix and match together, and I pull them out whenever we're entertaining, and I put cheese on them and all kinds of little snacks. This will be great to add to that collection. I picked up this beautiful little basket at the market. I'm actually not sure if this is Native American woven or if it's African. I'm not positive. This little center section here is throwing me a little bit. The way that it's woven here looks very similar to some Native American baskets that I've seen and verified they were Native American, but I'm not positive because of this little basket weave in the bottom. I found some comps online that were somewhat similar, but I'm just not positive. I will probably take some photos of this and post it in a basket forum on Facebook and see if I can get some expert help on identifying it. If you happen to know, please put it in the comments below, and I will pin your comment for everybody to see. You know that I love woven baskets on bottles. It's kind of a thing that I love. And these are gonna look so pretty. I'm actually gonna use them as flower vases. I think it's interesting when you do a table setting to kind of think outside the box and use a variety of different things. Now, I have a ton of beautiful ceramic vases and even brass vases, but I thought having the more jug style with the handle and the woven wicker on the outside of these bottles would be a really great addition to kind of just mixing materials. Whenever I'm decorating or I'm doing a table setup, I try to make sure that I'm using a variety of different textures and materials. When you mix together textiles, brass, copper, pottery, textured woven things, it really adds so much dimension and interest when you have a table setting. So you don't just want a variety of heights and shapes, but having a variety of textures really pulls everything together and just makes it look beautiful. This is probably my favorite Goodwill find, and it's not even vintage. Some of the most beautiful dinners that I've ever been to have been so simple, and the setups have not been elaborate. But one thing they always have in common is candlelight. It adds so much to that ambiance in a night setting. And this is a great example of mixing textures, actually. You have your shiny glass, you have your black metal, and you have your woven rope. Now all you have to add is the candle, and it's going to be beautiful. When we were recently in Arizona, I found a mixed metal copper and brass measuring cup at Goodwill. I didn't end up buying it because it didn't have the rest of the set. So it's kind of funny that I then find the matching scoops to that set. I have sold these a couple times in our shop before. I want to say I sold them for around $30 to $40 for the set. So I got a really good deal on these. These are great, not just for using in flour. I love putting the little scoops in things when I've got croutons in a bowl, you know, just kind of things that you maybe wouldn't randomly think you'd use a scoop for, but because they have the teeny tiny one, you can use it for almost anything. I can't believe we got that dice lamp for half off. That's going to be a really cool, kind of funky, playful addition to our home. And I ended up getting some really great jewelry items at the market too. One of the coolest things that I saw at the market, we didn't end up actually buying. It was that handmade wooden caddy for the bar set. The sellers told us that they got it from somebody who actually handmade it, which I believe because it sure looked handmade. We've been collecting barware for a long time and none of it's in an actual set. It's all kind of mix and match. So we didn't really have a need for it, but it was really cool to see that. And I love seeing the way that people created things for their own homes by hand back then. The 4-piece needlepoint set is so special. So I talked to the seller about it for a little bit. She was so wonderful. She was actually selling many things from her mom's home, and these 4 needlepoints came from her mom. She said she got them in the 1930s, and I can't recall if she said she picked them up on her travels. I think so. Some of them were giving the Netherlands vibes. Some of them were giving English cottage vibes, and I just think they are so precious. They are made by hand, and they're probably around 100 years old. I'm going to be letting these beautiful pieces go, so make sure that you are subscribed to our newsletter on our website so you don't miss when our next First Friday sale is. We are actually having a special First Friday sale in April that is going to include many of the art pieces that you've been seeing me pick up this past year on my European travels. So if you are looking for art for your walls, I've got it, and it's coming to you this April. That is a wrap for today's episode. Thank you so much for coming shopping with Jessie and I. We had a great time taking you with us. We found some amazing things both for our own home and to resell in our online shop. And most importantly, we had a good time and had fun. So thank you for having fun with us. And don't forget that an epic episode is coming out next week. It's all Goodwill shopping. You are going to lose your mind when you see what we find at the very first stop. A major bucket list find. I've never found one before, and I can't wait for you to see this episode. Thanks again for hanging out with us today, and we will see you in that brand new episode here next Friday.
It's in Quadrant 2, Sector 5, Region 2.
Is it really Quadrant 2 and all that?
No, I made that up.
So, well, we did. Now we're headed to Washougal.
Nope.
Come on, Washougal.
Send it out. Send it over the...
Give us all the thrift stuff.
Focused.
Yeah, we're in.
We're going in and we're like... We're like RoboCop. We got like the drop down display that comes up and it's like...